Oh, right. I said I was going to test the audio, right?
Consummate professional.
Right. I said I was going to test the fan on the audio, so I'm going to turn that shit off. The fan. That is because my phone's audio is still on. All right, it's off now.
It is playing on the live stream.
Yeah.
I can hear everything. There's about like a 10-second delay though, which is fine.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Exceptional.
All right. Are we ready, everybody?
Yep.
Let's do this.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Curse of Strahd, where I will try my best not to kill all of you, and you will try your best to kill me. Strahd. Good luck. I would first like character descriptions from all of you. Let's starting off with Kazagor.
So we have Kazagor, goes by Kaz. He's a male half-orc paladin, standing about 6'1". Has a like a medium hue of a green skin, short brown hair, with like a full bearded situation going on.
Huzzah. I'm playing Poppy, an aged human, a kindly face, and very well-kept facial hair and long shoulder-length braid. I am a cleric of Joaquin, the goddess of trade.
Very pretty.
Oh, I suppose they would also say that specifically an Oath of Vengeance paladin, following the faith of Kalimvor.
The only good thing is a dead thing.
What's dead should stay dead.
Now, Lauren or Nathan, which one of you would like to go next?
I can go.
Alright, my name is Flax Career. I'm a warlock tiefling. My patron will be revealed soon enough to those who want to know. I'm an older
Strahd.
gentleman. I'm an older gentleman, about 5'8" in height, standard 180 build. I have a leathery skin tone, like a wanderer in the sun. So, long black hair.
I'm playing Quinn. She is about 5'6". She is a spore druid. And she's also a wild hunt shifter. And she has like snow leopard ears and tail, and white, about half back length hair.
Very pretty.
Oh, I don't think I mentioned I'm under the my alignment is the Fiend.
Okay. Now, starting again from the top of Kaz, where are you from, and what is your day-to-day routine, and where would you be at where your time is now?
Well, I'm originally from a small village along the Sword Coast. Due to circumstances, I was led to the city of Neverwinter and wound up joining the Paladin Order under Kalimdor. So I'd say about this time I would have recently have been inducted into the Paladin Order in an official manner and taking on certain quests of exterminating undead where they were found in the nearby areas.
A zombie slayer. And where are you right now? At home? At the tavern? At the whorehouse?
Iconic.
Or are you on the job?
We still have Kaz?
Kaz, you live?
Okay, sorry. For some reason, my audio was cutting out there.
Ah.
Run one more time for me.
Where are you right now?
Right now, I would be on the road back to the temple in Neverwinter after finishing a job.
And now down the line, Poppy.
Poppy is from the greatest city on the Sword Coast, the city of Coin Am. He's a healer in the slums, and though a worshiper of Joaquin, the god of trade, goddess of trade, rather. The services I provide aren't by donation. Let's say they're free to all. And currently, I'm in the slums, helping people with their medical woes.
Very nice, very nice. Quinn.
Quinn is currently still. Oh, well, I guess. First thing would be she kind of has just always been traveling. She finds jobs on the way between cities, things that are posted. She's kind of been everywhere ever since there was a kind of like a tidal wave that kind of destroyed her entire village, and she, as far as she knows, she's the only one that lived. She was kind of young, but currently she's just still traveling on her way to probably a tavern to see if there's any jobs posted.
Excellent. And now Flax.
I'm currently in a small town called the Pit. It's a town circling a giant pit, and I'm currently walking out of it on my way to my laboratory.
Very cool, very cool. Now, because it seems that all of you are in very different planes and areas of existence, I'm going to run it through with each individual, minus Poppy for backstory reasons. Kaz, as you are traveling along the road, you see coming up along the road a small vendor. She's old, could very easily be 80, and walking around with a cane, pacing her little stand. She's about 25 feet from you.
So you said that she has like a vendor stand set up.
Yes.
It's like just right up against the road, kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Seems a bit odd. Try to be vendoring wares in the middle of nowhere. Well, lady, what is it that you're selling?
Oh, I'm selling these lovely figurines. I only have one of each. And she displays just the weirdest looking wooden sculptures you've ever seen. This here picks up just like a block of wood with just little jets out. This is a canary. And this, it looks like it's supposed to be a horse. This is a knight from a chess piece. And this, it's just a flat piece of wood. This is supposed to be the Shroud of Death. And I don't know how I got this one, but it's supposed to be a raven. It's blackened in comparison to the others.
What is the purpose of these?
Oh, to put on your nightstand, to chase away nightmares. They're all free, but you can only pick one.
What was that third one again?
This is supposed to be the Shroud of Death.
Shroud of Death. It's intriguing to me.
It's hardcore.
I'm a follower of Celeborn, god of death.
Ooh. Then you would like this one.
It certainly would resonate with me best, it seems.
Take it then. Take it with you.
Can I do an insight check on her just to see like if she's trying to do anything weird with it? It's like
Absolutely.
all right. Let's see. We get an 11.
This is just a kind little lady offering you a piece of wood.
Seems like a strange business model, though.
You know,
It does feel weird, but like she's got both hands out trying to offer it to you.
just seems like a really nice old lady, and you know, it's nice to see the kindness of strangers. I'll gladly take you up on it. Thank you. I'll take it.
Have a good day now. She takes the cane and starts hobbling back behind the vendor stand.
All right.
And do you look back at all as you continue along your travel down the road?
I would say that Kaz would definitely keep walking along the path, and after examining it a bit, maybe after about 50 to 100 feet or so, would look behind.
When you look behind, you see nothing but fog.
Like a thick mist,
Oh, like
essentially.
you can't even make out like the roads. Like when it becomes no longer paved dirt to grass, you can't even see the line anymore, just looking through the fog.
So I could see like maybe a few feet behind me, but then that's when like the wall of fog begins, or
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. Does it look like it's kind of closing in on me, or
It looks like it's staying still.
staying still? It's definitely a bit off-putting, but I'll just kind of continue walking along as I just kind of keep on peeking behind my shoulder every few seconds.
So when you turn around to start going back down the road where you were going, you see nothing but a white void with fog.
So I'm just surrounded by this fog.
Yep.
Ugh.
Quinn's turn. Quinn, you're walking into a tavern, you say, looking for jobs.
Yes.
When you walk in, which is weird considering there were like horses in the stable and there was the lights on. There's nobody inside. And there's only one table.
The
With one
kitchen's
chair.
being used?
Uh,
Like, is there like fires and stuff?
there is a fire in the fireplace.
Okay.
There's all of the dishes are in their proper area from what you can see in the kitchen. But as far as a table set up for multiple patrons, there isn't any. There's just the one table with a one chair. And also, there's no bulletin board for jobs.
Okay.
Weird.
She'll kind of pace around to see if she can hear anything, and look around. And if she doesn't see anything, after I would say a couple minutes, she'll sit down.
Another weird thing you find while you're pacing around, that you know for a fact that this is supposed to be a 3-story inn and tavern, just from how you were walking in on the outside. There's no staircase.
Did I feel anything when I walked in?
Nothing that would catch your eyes immediately, because it's aside from like a little bit of warmth from the fire.
Yeah, she'll sit down at the table and look around.
As you sit down, you hear a sound come from the fireplace. As you see this tiny, like really small, smaller than normal sized cat walk out of the fire, brushing off embers as if it just took a nap.
She'll kind of stare at it and see if it'll do anything. But she'll kind of chuckle to herself when it kind of shakes itself.
Meow. It's just sitting there, meowing at you.
Quinn will get up and she'll try to pet it or try to get it to come to her.
Oh, as soon as you get up, it like stops licking its paw and just walks over to hop up onto your table.
Oh, okay.
Just staring at you.
What color cat is it?
It is
Curious.
pitch black
Okay.
with yellow eyes.
Is there anything like weird about the table it's sitting on? It's just like a plain old wooden table.
At first it was. But now that the cat's on it, you see engravings at like the north, south, east, and west centers.
Like runes?
Yes, but they're drawings. One you can tell is just, it's because it's a scythe. And the others are two of them look like birds, and one of them is the head of a horse.
Does she recognize this from anything? Maybe I can do a check for something to see what this would be
Absolutely.
for.
You can do an insight.
Right. I got a 10.
After inspecting the drawings a little more carefully, you can tell that one is meant to be a small bird that you kind of recognize from a religious standpoint. It's a canary, the bird that is rumored to constantly follow a god, but that's about it. So you can safely assume that the table is meant to pay a homage to gods. You just don't recognize the other symbols, aside from it being a head of a horse, a raven, and a scythe. Yes, you're the druid. Yes.
She'll try it again to reach out to the cat and see if it will sniff her at all or let her pet it.
It gladly accepts pets. And then it starts to paw at each individual room. And then looks up at you.
I would like to see, or if I need to do another check, kind of, if I can try to figure out what kind of god this is supposed to, for.
Religion.
Got an 11.
Hmm. You're from the... Are you from Faerun? I can't remember. No. Poppy's Faerun. Castle, Sword Coast.
My sword goes Tommy, but he's from the north.
Yeah. I'm going to say no, you don't recognize. What languages do you speak, Quinn?
Speak, Druidic, Common, and Dwarvish.
You hear a whisper in Druidic. Pick a symbol, and it will be yours.
So you said it was a canary, and what were the other 3?
A canary, a raven, a horse's head, and a scythe.
She'll take the raven. Or touch it, I guess.
As you touch it, the cat meow and hops off the table as the table catches fire, protruding from the raven that you touched.
Hate it when that happens.
Right. And now all that's left is a small wooden raven made from that table.
She'll pick it up and look at it for a moment. Is it completely solid wood, like someone sculpted it too?
Yes. Like, instead of it just being burnt edge, it's like someone carved it out, and it looks like polished.
Did anything else change besides the table when that happened?
The fire's out.
Is the cat still there?
Not that you can hear or see. Would you like to look for the cat?
Yeah.
A window's open. But that, aside from the fire, the table, and no staircase, there is a window open. That's the only change.
She'll try to see if she can look out the window and see if there's actually floors now.
Nope.
Is there anything that she can see?
Out the window, sorry?
Yes.
You see it's like a heavy fog has set in, probably from the coast.
She'll walk out of the tavern.
You can hardly see 2 feet in front of you. It is a heavy fog. But you hear meowing.
She'll try to follow it.
After you take like a couple steps out of the door, the meowing stops. And you hear a and then nothing.
Quinn will grasp her scimitar and she'll say, "What do you want from me?"
You get no answer.
Is the fog still about the same?
Yep.
She'll try to follow where the meowing was coming from still, even though it stopped.
You go another 5-10 feet to where it definitely sounded, but you don't see anything else. You can hardly even make out the light coming from the tavern.
I guess she would go back to the tavern then if she can't find anything. Let's see. She'll look around while she's walking there though.
As you get to where you know the door to the tavern to be, it's gone. More white void.
Hate it when that happens.
Yep. And now that she's in the void, Flax, you're leaving town. You're getting out of the pit.
I'm getting out of the pit. Alright. Am I on a road? Like, how am I traveling?
You're on foot, yeah?
Okay, that's fine with me.
I was just wondering if you had a horse.
In my equipment? I don't think so. I don't
In
think
this
fits.
economy,
In this economy?
At level 3?
No, it is a... It's more like a dirt trail getting out of the pit than like a real road.
Okay.
And as you're getting there,
Slowly with my walking stick.
you come across a young girl who's sitting there with a basket of flowers. You've been in the pit all your life, yeah.
No, but for a very long time, yeah.
You recognize this girl. This is the little orphan girl who tries to sell flowers.
Okay. How far away is she? And like, I just walk up to her, I guess, if she's in my pathway. So.
She's like 10 feet from you because like as you're like just leaving the town, she's sitting there.
Do I
Presumably
know?
because
Well, if I know her, do I know her name?
What alignment are you?
I'm assuming. Oh, what alignment?
don't you know it's
Yeah.
lawful good to remember the names of everyone you meet?
My alignment is chaotic neutral.
Snoots.
And what's your intelligence?
My intelligence?
Yeah. Are you a smart lad? You can just tell me if you're a smart lad.
16.
Yeah, you're a smart lad. Yeah, you know this girl's name. You can come up with it.
Sarah.
Alright, cool.
Uh,
I had her written down as girl NPC.
Hey, that works. That works.
That's also how I remember people. Wow.
Right.
Okay, so I walk up to Sarah and I greet her. Sarah, what are you doing way out here? You should be back inside town. It's not safe out here.
Well, this is where all of the people coming into Pit come from. So I wanted to sell them my flowers.
I understand the community loves you though. They don't want you out here by yourself. Here,
Oh, that's
I'll wait with you.
Oh, it's okay. I've got things to protect me.
I see you. All right, have it your
Someone
way
gave
then.
this kid a knife. Love it.
She lifts up a book from behind her.
Much less intimidating than a knife.
Do I recognize this book in any way by the author or the cover?
It is a small black book. I'm like taking it away from my camera. With a picture of a very handsome man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
He's sitting on a throne. He's clad in red and black, and he's got a cup of wine, or at least what looks like wine.
Sarah, are you telling me this book is your protection? As I say that, I cast Detect Magic.
It is not magical.
Okay.
But there are 4 things in her pocket that are.
Okay.
What are the schools?
Well, I'm not gonna shake her down. Sarah, would you mind handing me that book? Have you read this already?
Yeah.
What's it about? As I open the pages and I read the front pages.
They're blank.
Very, very stimulating.
So Sarah's a schizo. Got it.
It's about a hero who fights against many monsters, only to become a monster.
So, as she says that, and I notice the pages are blank, I kind of just fastly go over all of them to see if all of them are blank.
They are all blank except the very last page.
I would
Made
like
you
to
look.
read this page.
Pick a symbol if you dare. My door is always open.
Is there a list of symbols, or is this kind of just a metaphor?
There is no list.
Okay. All right.
What are you looking at, Flax?
I'm looking at your book here. Seems pretty intriguing, if I might say the least.
You're just staring at the blank last page. She like
Wait, excuse me?
Yeah,
She,
don't
like-
you know the last page is the only one that's blank?
she,
Maybe
like,
you're the schizo.
she points at the page and like, yeah, there's nothing on it. I don't know why, but
Sarah,
why are you staring at it?
are you done reading this book?
Yeah.
Would you mind if I take this with me and kind of just read it along my journey?
I don't know.
I understand. I understand. I'm very selfish with books myself.
What if I trade you something instead?
Okay, what would you like, Sarah?
She like puts her hand in her raggedy dress and holds up 4 little statue figurines
Okay.
made from marble.
Ooh. Why do you get marble statues?
You can take one of these, but I get to keep my book.
I would. Can I touch that? Like, can I just like have them and inspect them within my hands?
Yes.
I'm not gonna run off on her, I swear.
Do it.
Would you hurt this poor child like that?
Do it.
Nah, she's part of the community. I know her. I know
She's
her. I trust
clearly
her.
possessed.
Hey man, I don't know that.
As you were like there is a canary, a raven, a grim reaper, and the knight's piece from chess, and they're
Just
all
the
made of
grim-
white marble.
Wait, they're all white pieces?
They're all white marble, yeah.
Okay, I take the Grim Reaper. Do I feel anything different as I'm like holding this in my hand?
No.
Okay, cool.
All right. Good. And I'm going to write that down. And so you took the Grim Reaper piece, and now she's holding her hand. I was like, can I have my book back now?
Very reluctantly, I hand it in her hand.
What's she gonna do? Chase you?
As you put it back into her hand, she's not reacting, but as you put it in her hand, the book slowly turns black and red, and the illustration of the gentleman takes a sip of his cup with a giant shit-eating grin. I'll see you soon.
Wait, he says that?
Yep.
Very
As you put it back in her
disturbedly,
hand.
very disturbedly, as if I just hallucinated that. I continue walking down the path. Goodbye, Sarah. You have a good night. Don't get home too late, okay?
I won't. As soon as the sun starts to go behind the clouds.
All right.
As you continue down the road, and you see a fog start coming towards you.
Okay. Is it stretch as far to the left and right as I can see?
Yes.
Alright. I look behind me. Do I still see everything?
No.
Am I in the fog?
It is approaching you. Some would
Wait,
say
so it is moving towards
yes.
me.
It is
Oh,
moving
shit.
towards you. And when you turn around, there is more fog moving towards you. And like you only
Alright.
moved 15 feet away from Sarah, and Sarah's still sitting there smiling and waving goodbye as she gets engulfed in fog.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
Alright, I am
What the heck?
going to, yeah, right.
I'm just waiting for the animation for that now.
I
Yeah.
am going to summon Find Familiar and ready, my Arcane Focus. And I walk forward.
Welcome to the White Void. Don't bother looking around. There's nothing cool. Nothing cool as you bump into. Let's high or low, Kaz and Quinn. Who wants high? Who wants low?
Wait,
I'll take the high ground.
Low.
You have cast Find Familiar and you're readying your arcane focus, and some half orc just walks into you.
well, excuse me, sir. Are you really gonna just knock over an old man like that? Psh, fucking younglings.
Oh, I thought I brushed into a twig.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, sorry, old man. I go to help him. I go to help him up. I assume I just completely plowed him and knocked him over, like he was nothing.
Yes, please,
Yeah.
please let that be what happened.
If
It
you're
wasn't
on the
a-
ground, you're on the ground.
I say it wasn't
Okay.
gentle. It was definitely abrasive.
Oh well, no, nothing's hurt. Nothing's hurt. I'm going good. Where the fuck did you come from?
I
Do
just
I see Quinn?
Speaking of Quinn, so you got back to where the door should be, and you hear the sound of someone getting run over where the cat came from. And you can kind of make out like a dark silhouette of a big, tall figure.
Quinn will approach and she'll say to both of them, "You're not a cat."
No, I certainly am not a cat. This giant oaf done came out of nowhere and knocked me down.
That's pretty rude.
how astute of you. I look nothing like a cat. I'm surprised.
Well, anyway, now that we're all here, my name's Flax. Where are we? Like, why did you run into me?
That was an awkward transition. I'm just trying to get home to Neverwinter.
I see. Neverwinter is not that way.
What do you mean? I've walked that path many times.
I just came from the pit. Where did you come from? What's in that direction?
A small town called Phandalin.
This is something very peculiar. Do I sense anything coming from the fog itself?
No.
Okay.
What was I say? You're saying that we're still surrounded by this fog.
That's what it sounds like to me.
We're in the same
Alright.
place anymore because I came from a tavern and it's just gone now.
Well, to be fair, the fog did kind of appear out of nowhere. It's kind of still here.
Yeah. Might we try and find some higher ground where wind might be blowing?
Which direction? I feel I can't see
Right.
anything.
All discombobulated.
Discombobulate.
Where's north? Where's west? I don't know. I don't have a compass. Anyway, was there anything in that building you just came from?
There was a single table, but it's completely gone now.
Wait, what
How
building?
peculiar.
I'm so confused.
I
was
came from the
walking
tavern.
on a road.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I just assumed that I saw it
What
behind her
happened to
when
the
she was
creepy
gone.
old lady?
Well, I don't know where I'm going now. Confused. Surrounded by fog. Alright. Well, anyway.
I'm going to check to see if I have that that wooden figurine that was given to me by the crazy old lady.
You do.
I do. Does it look the same as when I had received it?
Kind of.
Kind
It's still a wooden. It's still just a flat piece of wood, but it's almost like it's slowly turning obsidian. It was already like burnt-ish, but now it's just becoming blacker.
And like glass or still?
So
And
I was going to say, is it
yes,
still
like
wood?
it's becoming
or...
like gas. It's becoming glass.
It's becoming glass. Okay. Hmm.
Quinn will say, I'm assuming you're looking at that in front of
Yeah,
you.
I have it out in front of me.
Yeah,
Like I'm not hiding it in any way.
Okay. Quinn will say, "Oh, I have something like that," and she'll pull out the raven and see if it's doing the same thing.
That's very odd. I have the same little medallion statue, and I pull mine out.
They are, well, the Grim Reaper piece is becoming black, and the little raven from the wooden, it's gone back to being like a normal piece of wood, but now it's like actually as if it's been carved properly. Like it's got feather details, it's got eye details. It's no longer just a piece of wood. It's a very pretty piece of wood.
And nothing other than that is happening within my hand, right?
Nope. Just a little bit of transmutation.
Since they pull out, theirs, I'll just be like, did a crazy old woman give those to you as well?
No, not me. Flower girl, orphan from the town I came from, had it. It was quite interesting exchange. She happened to have an item that was very intriguing. She wouldn't let me have it. And then this happened, so I don't know. It's a very strange evening. I've never had this happen before.
So you wanted the item that she wouldn't give you?
Well, I'm very selfish with books too, so I can understand why she wants to keep a book she's interested in. She
Fair
was
enough.
very keen on keeping it, and I didn't want to shake down a little girl.
Yes, I got mine technically from a table. Fire.
At
Yeah.
the mentioning of a little girl, Kaz gets a bit distant and his eyes kind of glaze over. He looks like he's just kind of like lost in a trance
Oh
for
my god, do you know
maybe
my
10,
lad.
15 seconds.
Not
He's having a
that, not that
flashback.
way. Oh god.
While they're having this, hey, look at my medallion moment, Poppy,
Yeah.
you're in your little slum hut area helping these same people every day.
Yeah.
And you feel the rustling in your pocket as the tiny canary pops its head out.
Oh, hey, little guy.
There's more.
Oh, what does that mean? What a strange songbird. I'm gonna put it on a table.
Tweedle, 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 tweedle. I don't know what the fuck canaries sound like.
I'm a canary. I'm a canary.
How well does Poppy remember getting here?
To the slums?
To your backstory area.
Oh, right. Yeah, pretty well. It has been a couple years, but it's a bit of a memorable, life-changing event to end up
Yeah.
where I am.
Yeah.
And then there's like the flash of recognition. Oh, more coming. Great. I should get ready. And I'm gonna stand up, pull on my cloak, and head outside. Oh,
Into
and I'll like be sure to keep that leg raised. I'll be back in about an hour. If it gets worse, let's hope it doesn't. I'll waddle out, hold my arm out, grab the canary.
lands on your arm. And into past the gate and into the mist you go.
Indeed. I have a cart and a donkey,
Yes.
and I'm leading that down the road. I remember my first day in the mists.
It's great. It takes about 15 minutes for you down the road
Mhm.
to see three silhouettes standing on said road. Where they're going to be entering, where they're respawning.
Yeah. Hello, well met. I'm like casting lights on my cart so that it's visible in the mist. Hello,
You guys can hear an echo.
well met.
Hello?
Does it sound like far away or close by?
It sounds far away, but like for you guys it sounds far away. For him, you guys are like right there.
Okay.
Well,
Am I crazy,
seems we're
or
not
do
alone.
you guys hear that too?
I
Yeah.
hear it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see the lights, please move towards them. I promise. I mean you no harm.
Well, he sounds
As
like a
he says.
trustworthy fellow. I'm just gonna follow the light right away.
It doesn't sound the same as that other voice that I heard, so.
Yeah, I'm not laughing at you.
True.
I'm
Hmm.
gonna follow. I don't know his name as of right now, so I'm gonna follow the guy that bumped into me.
That plowed you over. I'm just gonna call him Twig.
Oh no.
The nicknames develop already. I love
I
it.
introduced myself. Don't you call me that.
Call him that.
Okay.
It
That's
takes
good.
you guys like 10 minutes, what feels like, but you see a fog clearing. You see a human with a cart and a donkey, and
Hello.
you see woods and fog.
Well met. This is all going to be a bit confusing, but Cart, I can bring you guys to safety. These woods aren't exactly friendly.
Well,
That's not ominous.
If it means getting
Nice
out
to
of
meet you too.
the middle of nowhere and surrounded by
yes.
mist, yes.
My manners. I'm Poppy,
Well, nice to meet you, Poppy. My name
a
is
resident
Flax.
of this place. Flax,
Oh, you
a
are.
strong name.
So you're familiar with the area.
Well, yes, I haven't lived here as long as some of the people in town, but I get out more than they do.
Okay.
Herbs and such. Any injuries amongst yourselves?
No?
I only
Is it-
tell Big Oaf over here.
I look over at Twig. I say, make sure the old man's okay.
I'll
I
give
limp.
Twig a once over.
They,
I limp to the cart and I sit in the front seat, all like fucking elderly and shit.
Yeah, old people crew. Let's go.
I pop
Kids
into
in the back seat.
I'll pop into the carts, and as I sit down and look at everybody, I say, "Well, name's Kazagor. Everyone just calls me Kaz, though."
Well
nice
met,
to meet you,
Kaz.
Gaz.
Nice to meet everyone. I'm Quinn.
Well
She'll
met, Quinn.
sit next to, yes, whatever's open.
I think it's back seat at this point. It's like the PHB cart, so you're not getting a lot of bang for your buck, you know.
Got
Okay,
it.
fair enough.
We'd probably be faster walking, but my knees, you know, I egg the donkey on.
Well, since I'm sitting in front with Poppy, are we moving at this point? Like we're on the cart. Are we moving?
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to get going.
So how long have you lived in the area, Poppy?
Nigh on 4 years now, actually. The
wow.
anniversary will be in but a month.
Okay.
It's good to keep your spirits up around here. So I try to think of them as happy anniversaries rather than huzzah, another year stuck in this lovely forest.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
exactly
can-
are we?
Oh, we're just on the road, just a ways out of town. The names around here escape me. You know how it is, old age. But
You mean Neverwinter? I mean, I know I was close by to returning.
well, no, not as such. We're going to the town of Barovia, which is the town of Krezik, in fact, which is quite some distance from Neverwinter, and wherever the rest of you are from. Think of this place as sort of adjacent to wherever you were. Ooh, a map.
Kaz
You
is
have a
just
map,
a little confused.
Zach.
I'll pull that up. So, well, how to explain this? There is something here that needs to die, and there's something here that wants to kill it, and we are all here for that purpose.
Is there an
killing?
open spot on the wagon at the moment?
Yeah, there's room in the back.
It's all a big game. A young teenager sitting there with golden white hair and 4 canaries is just chilling.
Sure it is, kiddo.
Oh, hey, Poppy, there you are. I knew I left someone here. Whoops.
Well, okay.
I'm glad that you're still around.
What can one be if not a survivor?
Makes me happy. Um, A half orc, a tiefling. Oh, and a shifter. Weirdos. All right.
There's no cause for rudeness.
Right. My apologies.
Saying Kaz basically sees like a teenager. You're saying?
Oh yeah. In light dress and 4 birds.
It's not good with animals, that one.
Well, I'll be.
Animals.
Are the canaries acting normally?
Yes.
What a
Is this
loaded
an-
yes.
Is this an open or closed cart? Like, are them behind me? Can I see them?
Yeah, it's just an open wagon.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
like
Because the whole
nothing-
time I was just like, I don't know.
So it's not an enclosed carriage. It's like an open.
Yeah, it's a donkey and a wagon. We're level 3.
Fair enough.
You're right. My apologies.
You seem
Uh,
to be very popular.
Oh well, healers in villages.
well,
Everyone knows everyone around here. Though,
Oh, you're a healer.
indeed,
Well,
not common of priests of Joaquin, I know, but I enjoy helping people.
okay. Well, whenever we arrive at the town, would you mind looking at something for me? I seem to have an irritation on my elbow.
Certainly.
Might be scrape. I
Oh,
don't know.
I have no idea how you would have gotten that.
You be quiet.
the young teenager is like intensely staring at Quinn. It's like, she finally put a player into the game,
ooh.
and you're the best she came up with.
Ouch. You're being rude again, youngster.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Poppy. Out of all the champions that we put in here, you're the one who lasted the longest.
I run away.
Should have been.
Yo, I just start bursting out laughing from that.
Should have been Rowan. All right.
I'm sorry. And who exactly are you? You just...
Oh, I'm the Grandmaster of Flowers. It's a pleasure to
Flowers,
meet
you say?
Yes.
That's supposed to
Lovely
mean
flower
something to me.
arrangements.
Have you ever come across a blue rose?
Oh, I know this one. And Poppy pulls out his staff and plucks a blue rose out of the front.
Ooh, shit. Oh, I always wanted one of these. Thank you.
Quinn
And I
has been
kinda just
staring
put it in my
daggers at him.
bag.
I mean, that's fair. Considering what he said.
He's rude. He's druidy. Get out of here, kiddo.
Well, would you like a little bit of elaboration? As Poppy's getting up there.
I
And
don't
he's been-
even know where I am.
You've been here a while.
Elaboration. No, I just want to stay confused. Yes, I want elaboration.
I thought we were on the way to town.
Welcome to Barovia. We, a few certain gods, decided to make a betting pool. There's a person here who can't die through normal means, and we want to see which champions would, amongst like the ones he brings in here to, torture, fun. We wanted to see if any of our chosen people could actually take care of him. And
Kind of intrigues Kaz, and he's gonna ask, like, who exactly is this he?
Strahd.
That
Would I
name means
would I
nothing
would,
to me.
would I know who Strahd is?
No.
And who is Strahd?
He's just a guy.
I feel as if you have to be doubted, considering you say that he can't die by normal means, which worries me.
I mean,
Do we know how he dies?
you guys can figure it out. Well, I mean, except maybe the half orc and the tiefling. Those two are being just here. Strahd has the ability to pick people that he wants to be in here. And if they, most of the times on accident, take that choice, then you get stuck in here. Unlike Poppy, who I manipulated into being here.
I made decisions.
They were great decisions. And you, Quinn.
Dang.
Sorry, I just don't like the person that like who picked you. If I'm projecting my dislike of her onto you, that's my fault. And
Guys,
I
we have a
apologize.
sexist.
Apparently.
There's a sexist in our midst.
Now, unfortunately, a few of there's two other patrons in this betting pool who still have champions out here. Um, and like Poppy, they didn't exactly do so hot. If you find them, work together. Teamwork probably makes the dream work. But whoever gets the killing blow on Strahd, we gods, whatever, we win, and you guys win because you guys will get to get out
I like winning.
instead of dying here or
So you're-
staying here.
As I turn around to listen, you're telling me we're stuck until this person dies.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I need to kill someone, guys.
It should
'Cause
be
I don't.
easy.
I have somewhere I need to be.
Oh, don't worry. When you're in here, time out there moves kind of non-existently. And if you die here, and your body just ceases to exist there.
Die in the dream,
Okay.
die for real. Gotcha.
Yeah. And
So okay.
also, but if you get to live, then say Poppy's been here for 4 years, has aged for 4 years. But if Poppy were to go back to where he was when he was taken, he would not. He would be back to being the same way he was,
Ooh, 4 years of my life back.
with the memories. So,
Oh, 4 years of my life back.
but well, that's about as much as I'm going to give you. It seems he all left you a letter, anyways, and y'all got each of your tokens. So, cheers.
What a pleasant individual.
Wait, do they just disappear then, or?
Oh, he drops off the cart, but instead of hearing tumbling onto the road, just gone.
Now I have my leg room back.
Yep.
Right. So what I said, there's something here that needs to die, and someone here who wants us to kill them.
Quite right.
All right. Well,
Doesn't
I
really
can do
sound
that.
like we have any sort of choice if we want to get out of here.
Well, you can make a bit of a life here if you don't mind giving up on everything at home.
Well, it sounds. Well, yeah. Do you have a home base ahead?
I do. I have a hut. It'd be a bit of a cozy fit, but I'm sure we can disperse amongst the locals for a bit more of a comfortable stay. They're always so welcoming of guests.
Yes. All right. As you approach, the road branches north and climbs ending to a gatehouse that's about 20 feet high, with some, why can't I say this word? Buttresses. Whatever.
Buttresses.
Thank you. Every 50 feet or so. And the wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. And beyond the walls, you can see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have slightly grown accustomed in that 15 minutes. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a bit of a road clinging to the cliffs that lead up to another section of of what looks like the abbey.
Ah, home sweet home.
And as you guys approach the gatehouse, it does noticeably get colder.
I didn't bring extra clothes. Slipping in my old age.
Oh no, you're okay. I certainly don't go without being, you know, well equipped. So I open my bag and I put on a little heavy, um, full body cloak, like thick cloak. It's just cotton.
I have a warm, like thick quilted blanket in my backpack that I pull out.
As you get even closer to the gatehouse, there are two archers just looking down, and there's a guard. And there's a couple guards looking at you. One sees Poppy and waves with like a cast around their hand.
Well, Matt, how's it healing?
The gangrene's almost gone.
Exceptional. Give it a few more weeks and it'll be good as new.
Thanks, Poppy.
As we kind of go past that gate, my closet was looking nervous, and I kind of just go talk to him. No, it's okay, Chico. They're not gonna kill you, man. We're being escorted.
What a pleasant bird.
What?
There's a canary on Poppy's shoulder.
I'm talking
Oh.
about the closet.
The closet. I find it funny because it's the complete opposite of play.
I was like, what?
It's okay, Chico.
The village of Krezik. The mist-shrouded village beyond the wall is nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages among dirt roads that stretch between strands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees. In fact, as to constitute a forest. To the northeast, great cliffs rise sharply, and the road winding up to the abbey is easy to see from this vantage. There is also a gentleman there. He's standing in the middle of the road. He's his arms crossed and he's kind of tapping his foot. He's dressed slightly well off. Like he kind of looks like what's his name? That king from Game of Thrones. But like
the cool one at the beginning?
yeah,
Yeah.
but like fancier clothing instead of armor.
Well, Matt.
I see you have brought more people, Poppy.
Yes. They're friends. This is Kaz and Twig and Quinn. Flax. Flax.
I'm
It's
just
already
mean
stuck.
mugging. I'm just mean mugging them with an Just
My
fucking
apologies, friend.
Kaz starts laughing and just like smacks a Twig on the back. See? I told you it'd catch on.
It is a very catchy nickname and a sign that you're good friends.
Oh,
Friends is one word for it.
I might need a check on my back.
I don't know about this.
And who are you?
I am the Burgomaster.
The Burger Master?
He steals things.
Do you
I
sell
don't know why
food?
he did.
I'm hungry.
I am the Burgomaster Dmitry Kreskov. This is my village.
I'm dying
Oh,
from
it seems
embarrassment.
if Poppy is willing to say you are friends, then I won't have you killed.
They're friends. They're friends. No one needs to
However,
get killed.
don't bring your troubles here. I only want your help, and if you can't provide that, then please do your best to live quietly. Otherwise, I will have you escorted out of my village.
Well, you
Good
say you
man.
want to help, but you're being awfully arrogant.
He wants our help. He doesn't want to help us.
You tell him,
it's a
Twig.
one-sided relationship, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
He-
are we still like standing in front of him, or have we moved past him?
Oh, I'm
now?
saying this all out loud.
Okay. Well, I was just asking, like, if we.
Oh, like
Yeah, I
You
don't think we're.
stood-
I don't think we're going past the mayor.
yeah, he's like standing there in front, but he's after saying that ominous little line, he's walking off, kind of in a huff.
Quinn turns to Kaz and says, "Okay, Mr. Grumbly."
He's very desperate to stay relevant.
I mean, let me tell you, I'm a great judge of character. He seems like a good guy.
Wait, that's what he looks like? Dang.
Hmm.
Look at him. He's
got
so
a very-
cool.
He's got a
He
very
looks-
punchable face.
He looks grumbly in this picture.
Man, you can't ask for help if you're not gonna help us. Help you. Help us. Help you. What kind
Thank
of
you, Tom
relationship is
Cruise.
that, man? Anyway, where
Imagine
are we off to, Poppy?
Poppy is having a daydream.
Oh shit. Who's driving the cart?
The cart hasn't moved.
Okay, cool.
However,
I don't want to die.
um, so let's describe a little bit. The cottage. So, as the village operates as a commune with no exports or money-making businesses. Villagers grow trees and vegetables, cut wood to heat their homes, raise chickens and pigs, and share their food. A few villagers have cows and mules, but there are no horses in Kresik. The village has no inns or taverns. Characters who are willing to chop wood, milk cows, or perform other chores can spend the night in the burgomaster's cottage or some other residence. The person explaining all this to you happens to be a 18-year-old kid with no arm and no eye. He's just like, oh, hey, new Poppy friends. Let me break this down for you. Kresik's residences are single-story pine cottages with stone chimneys and thatch roofs. Pigs and chickens are kept in indoor pens and coops so that they don't freeze. And Poppy, while the armless, eyeless kid is explaining all this to you, Poppy's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, I fell asleep."
Indeed, it happens sometimes.
I totally agree. I take naps all the time. Happens when you get older.
Verily. Now, is anyone hungry for some lunch? I could cook something up.
I am quite hungry. Yes, I am.
Poppy trundles into the kitchen. Oh, that is a corpse.
That's something.
He did not keep the leg up.
Oh. Sad. Okay, so what exactly is happening now then?
Poppy has brought you to his house, his one-story little house.
Little hut.
Usually it's enough room for myself, but 4 people is a bit cozy. Watch your elbows.
Is it basically like Yoda's little hovel in?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also a person with a broken leg on the kitchen table.
Ah,
Wait,
Oh,
on the
good. It didn't
kitchen
get
table?
worse. Very well off. Kitchen table. It implies I have more than one, but I don't.
I kind of look at the guy that's on the kitchen table. Are you going to die?
Hopefully not. But it is possible.
I
Everyone
don't
dies
think that's a
eventually.
good sound.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I just don't want to ruin my supper with a dead body.
Oh, we'll remove the dead body if it becomes a dead body.
Where would
okay.
you put me?
The street.
Oh no! Oh no!
I as with my faith, through the will of Kalambor, sensing that this individual very well could be on the verge of death, I make my way over to them and utter a few low volume prayers, and afterwards proceed to just do what I can to comfort them and to tell them how there's no need to fear death, that it is
Kaz, he has a broken leg.
you can never be too sure.
They're not going to feed me to the mongrel, are they?
Oh no, we'd never do that. We definitely do that.
And what exactly is that?
The monsters that live at the Abbey.
Monsters.
I don't think it's nice to call priests that. We've gotten past those days.
What?
Oh, he's describing a priest.
Well, you know, if the shoe fits.
Just because Kaz takes things very literally, he's like, are we talking about monsters or priests? Which one is it?
Who's to say?
I'm hoping you.
I haven't been up to the Abbey in quite some time.
Is that because you keep on running away?
No.
Are all old people not very helpful?
Yes. No.
No, I resent that. Look, we'll go up to the Abbey in the morning and you can see that the monsters are either literal or metaphorical.
All right.
Quinn will turn to Poppy and she'll say, who do I talk to if I want to help out with the pigs and chickens?
The burgomaster might help you. Or perhaps the farmers or ranchers themselves. Just go out into the street and start shouting. Someone will come help you. That usually works for me.
I would say, just
Alrighty.
for clarity, so we were essentially like talked to like by that like 18-year-old kid you were saying like there's
Who
like
had
these
no
jobs
arms
that,
or eyes.
yeah, say no arms, no eyes, that we could like basically take on jobs just in our free time essentially.
Yeah.
You can participate in downtime activities.
What time is it right now, actually? Like, what time of day?
Oh yeah, that'd be good to
That's
know.
a great question. Holy.
I'm maybe we won't be able to tell.
It's pretty hard to tell.
Poppy, it'd be nice if you could try to help out here. What time exactly would it be right now?
Oh, I don't have the Druidcraft cantrip. Perhaps Quinn could tell the time for us.
Alright. Yeah, she'll cast it.
It is 8:15 at night.
Well, there you have it.
What exactly do we see? Like, how is that able to like tell the time? Like, what would Kaz be seeing?
Let me look up the spell real quick.
Poppy, can I get that check on my elbow?
Of
The
course.
effect might
Thank
manifest
you. Also the bills on Kaz.
Indeed. I don't charge for this kind of thing. I just roll
Oh.
up.
You're very
Well,
generous.
in that case, just put it on my tab then.
Indeed, Kaz. I'll remember that in the future.
All right.
I'll just
I
get a
am
free
weak and
tab.
frail. I will be back.
Druidcraft doesn't even help you tell time.
No, it just
For
tells you the
real?
weather. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna change. You cast it. It's fine. It shows
For the sake
a
of
little
party.
a little cloud dropping snowflakes in the shape of 8:15.
I was gonna say like, the reason why I ask is I'm just like, is it just because something with this realm that makes it so that that's how it tells time? Like, I was just really confused. Like, what was telling the time?
If there were stars, I'd be able to tell. Maybe. I don't know.
I'll
But we
check
have
out
that
Flax's
info now.
elbow.
It's scuffed.
Is anything wrong with it?
Well, you've scuffed it.
I didn't do anything.
Well, your elbow tells a different story. Here, take 3
I
of
was-
these. I hand you 3 candies.
And I pop them without water like a savage.
Wow. You gotta watch out for these old crazy people.
Were they did like the two of them like kind of like move off to like a different part of the hut, or did you guys like stay in the same place you were?
It feels like a pretty small place, but if you want like a private corner, you can have your private corner.
So I'm assuming you guys would have like
Converse
walked off, or at least
amongst yourselves. I
seeing
will
that they're at least distracted with
Yeah.
with Poppy looking over Flax's elbow, I would go back to what I was doing with the guy with the broken leg, and just still giving him comfort about how if he does die, there's no need to
Don't worry
show any
about your
fear.
broken leg. If you die, you don't need to worry about it.
There's
Be
no need to fear
comforted.
death. It is all part of the natural cycle.
Are your items claimable?
You don't drop common loot now, do you? How much XP are you worth?
You got any sulfur powder in that pocket, cuh?
Oh god.
After taking those 3 mysterious-looking white pills, I'm assuming they're white. I
Yeah,
feel
totally.
much better. Go over to Kaz and I say, please don't do that again.
Don't be so easy to run over next time.
Okay, I stand behind you.
I go
What
to
if he
sit
needs
down.
to back up? Yeah.
Oh, and we said it was what 8:15 at night is what the
Yeah.
time was. Okay. So I'm assuming it's dark or getting dark. I suppose I just noticed that our dungeon master has walked away temporarily.
Oh, okay. The good old RP amongst yourselves moment.
Well, what do we see as far as like this inside your hut here, Poppy? So you have your kitchen table that is currently being occupied by a dying
I
man
have-
with a broken leg.
Yeah, dying of a broken leg. I have a very little furniture, actually. Just the kitchen table and the stove. I wasn't anticipating being here quite so long, one way or another. But yeah, there's herbs hanging from the ceiling. I've got a healer's kit out, just like on the table, where I've set the guy's leg. It's very utilitarian.
Tell me, You were mentioning the god that you follow.
Ah, yes, Joaquin, the traveler's friend.
And
She's the patron deity of the city of and more so known for mercantilism than healing. But well, one needs to be alive to trade.
hmm,
That's how I interpreted her teachings, anyway. Though I wouldn't blame you for thinking me odd to interpret it in such a way. And what of yourself? You seem to be quite a faithful person.
how astute of you. Yes, I actually follow the god of death, Kalimvor.
Hmm.
Are you
Edgy.
familiar?
Yes. Yes, I have a very good religion score.
Yes, I do know them.
Yes, Kalimvor, the god of death, who
Yes, you
hates
seem.
undead.
Yes, yes. They're a perverse abomination that must be destroyed whenever found.
Indeed. Now, tell me, I was always a little murky on this. Through your interpretations of Kalimvor's teachings, where does resurrection stand?
If it is the will of Kalimvor, they will be back in their original form. If they come back as an undead, that is where it perverses nature and the balance.
Indeed. Well said. And what of the rest of you? Are either of you adherents to any faith?
Well, I
What a loaded question for Flax, eh?
yeah, right. uh, I'd like to think so.
Indeed. And what of yourself, Quinn?
Um, Nothing I'd like to talk about at this moment in time.
Indeed. And well said. Oh, my good berry soup is ready. And then I'll serve dinner. It's nutritious and tastes like nothing.
I would say delicious, but
It tastes like nothing.
Indeed.
Exactly.
It's so difficult to source fresh
Uh,
ingredients around here.
Oh, no, that you're back, Daniel. So you said the time is like 8:15 at night, and obviously
Yeah.
a little bit more time has passed since we've been talking here.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it
like
is it
10 minutes, half an hour.
is it like, was it dark when we got here? Like how much, like, so had we been here for like only a few minutes? Like how long did it take to get us like from when Poppy picked us up to get to here?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
Gotcha. So it had been dark pretty much the whole time.
Yep.
Gotcha.
While you guys are eating the goodberry soup, someone knocks at the door.
Oh, always visitors. Probably someone sprained their ankle again. Go answer the door.
I'll be ready to issue their final rites if necessary.
Many
It
thanks,
is
Kaz.
the Burgomaster.
Oh, hello, Burgomaster. I've just served some goodberry soup if you'd like to join us for dinner.
No, thank you, Poppy.
A shame. Well, you're always welcome. Thank you. Good night.
It concerns Ilya's passing.
Oh. Well, he's not dead yet. He's just got a broken leg.
No, my son Ilya,
Oh,
not that one.
my condolences, Burgomaster. What about this tragic event? Wink.
I want you to go into the Abbey.
To fight those metaphorical and or literal monsters.
I'm still not
I'm-
clear on that point, by the way.
Me neither.
I haven't heard anything about his funeral rites,
Hmm.
and this would be a great help if you can bring me some closure and comfort.
Indeed.
And
Well, we just so happen to have a priest of Karamvor here. Be great at giving such final rites.
I'm
Not to
it's
volunteer your services.
more paladin than priest, really, but I certainly could be of service if it was needed.
if you would help, we will dedicate a good 3 or 4 men to helping build a house for all 4 of you, rather than this little hut that Poppy built for himself.
I like my hut, thank you very much. I think
I'm
I did a
offering
great
you-
job.
You did, but you're no carpenter.
Indeed.
It
The
also
roof
smells
does
like
leak.
feet in here.
It does smell like feet and old people.
I wonder why.
Indeed, I can never get the smell to leave.
Old people and death. I quite like this, Poppy.
Well, I'm not one to turn down a call for aid. You have my sling.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna go back to my house. You bring me a report whenever you can. I'm not saying immediately, even though I do know that Otto and Siegfried are most likely asleep at this point.
Um, so he steps out the door.
He never really came inside.
Oh, gotcha. Um, as like he is like turning away to leave, I'll step outside and close the door, and Kaz will ask the burgomaster for just a quick moment of his time, and basically we'll just emphasize that the passing of his son, although it is sad, it is part of the natural cycle, and that he is with Kalambor, and is where he needs to be, and just trying to do what he can for giving him comfort.
I know that I will see my sons again when Strahd's cycle continues. But thank you for your words.
Of course. I'll step back inside.
Is there anything to eat for Chico?
There's good berry soup. It's
Might I have
nutritious
another
and
bowl?
flavorless. I'll
Again.
serve up another bowl.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Perhaps with so many people, I could actually be bothered to go find ingredients to cook.
Delicious. You keep on using that word. I think it does not mean what do you think it means.
Nutritious?
Oh, I thought you were saying delicious.
No. Nutritious, my bad.
Nutritious, gotcha.
Nutritious and flavorless.
It is delicious and flavorless. What?
Quinn will finish up her soup, I guess, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she'll say thank you, and she'll say, so I can help you with ingredients going forward if you'd like.
Oh, you have my thanks. So generous for a guest.
Um,
The burgomaster finishes eating his potato salad at home.
Just potato salad, though?
It was potato and egg salad, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there you go.
The dinner
He's-
of champions.
yeah.
Sufficient.
Um,
Oh, did so were we essentially being asked to go to the Abbey like in the morning, like to like retrieve his son, or like what exactly?
It was go to the Abbey to make sure his son has last rites, which the Burgomaster suspects that he hasn't.
Okay. Daniel, we never had this conversation about my book of lore. This would not help me in any way with information about the Abbey.
Book of Lore. What is the Book of Lore?
Like, it's literally up to you whether like information in it is relevant to anything.
Reading the book for a week granted the reader knowledge similar to the effects of a legend lore spell. The frick. Yes, you could, in theory.
Okay.
Did I hear you had to read it for a week?
Yeah, you do. So stuff like that. But like, I just wanted to see if it was relevant to like anything in this dimension per se.
It would work. It's tied to the Land of Fate, which is kind of like Barovia.
Okay.
It's a middle place of everywhere. Yes. I completely forgot to mention on your guys' way, walking through the town of, or sorry, through the village of Keswick, you guys had to walk past the pool and the little shrine area, because where the hut is pretty dang close to the hill, surrounded by like trees, and like kind of right next to the shrine. And even under the gray skies, this pool is at the north end of the village, shimmers and sparkles. Near its shore sits an old gazebo on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare chested man, its paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched as though waiting to be embraced.
What a friendly chap.
Well, sounds like we have options, my friends. Or we can call it a night. We have the Abbey, or we could do a job or two. Or do we want to do the Abbey in the morning?
I will follow your lead, but I'm of the opinion that we should leave such things for the light of day.
I
Seems to be
quite
the
agree on that.
better choice.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to open up my book of lore and start reading it on the chapters of this realm. While I'm just finishing up my supper in the dining room. Or, well, the only room.
In the room.
And
The room.
I'd say probably Kaz would probably look into helping out with what was one of the jobs? Chopping wood before making his way to bed. Which I'm assuming I would just have to talk to the Burgomaster about. I'll look at Quinn and I'll say, you mentioned that you were looking at wanting to do one of the jobs.
Yeah. I guess I can try to find someone now, but I would assume that they would need someone in the morning for that.
It is getting closer to 8:30.
Okay, so it's pretty much just bedtime as it is. Okay. Perhaps we just call it a night then.
I'm sure all the animals are sleeping.
Oh yeah, trees would be sleeping too. You don't want wake them up as you're chopping.
Yeah, because then you're in danger.
Don't want to disturb their slumber.
Don't go saying stuff like that, Poppy, because I'm still not clear on the whole monsters being real or metaphorical thing.
Oh, I'm sure we'll fight a tree eventually.
I'm somehow not comforted at all. Weirdly enough.
Poppy, is there an inn on this street?
Well, let's go find out. I step outside. Is there an inn on this street?
Oh my god.
Why do I feel like anytime like the door is gonna be open and we just like have like access to the street, especially at nighttime, it's just gonna like I'm just expecting there to be a guy that's going, "Bring out your dead, bring out your dead."
There is a young man in
How there, friend?
in black cloak and red with slightly red eyes. Oh,
Pardon me for disturbing you.
you lived.
I'll just be going now back into my house.
And I'm still at the dining room table, just
Do you-
chilling. Like, what
do you
the
know
fuck
if there's
was
a-
that about?
An
Is-
inn on this street? Good sir?
He
It's
just
pop-
blinks. He blinks like. No,
Is Poppy the only one that actually sees this person, or do we all see them?
you guys can all see him.
Okay.
No, you don't know, or no, there is no inn on this street.
There is no inn on this street, Poppy, and I believe you knew that.
Perhaps another street.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe if I irritate him more.
I'm trying to flabbergast him. You see, my friend was looking for an inn, and as his host, I feel obliged to accommodate. Perhaps you could help us.
If I recall, there are no inns in this dumpster.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for your help, good sir.
Wait,
Ah, shit.
young man. He's pointing at Kaz.
Oh,
I was
good.
gonna
I
say,
see.
like,
I see that you have a token of mine. Perhaps you'd like this. And he holds out a letter with a scarlet seal.
do I recognize this individual in any way? Like, I kind of get the feeling that with the conversation that we had in the cart, that person claimed to have been a god, and talk about how like each of them had like their own tokens, that this could be a god. Would I have an inkling of who this could be?
Well, you associated the Shroud of Death with Kalimvor, correct?
I
And
just
he did just say that you have a token of his.
I would have assumed that's what it would have been, just because I would have associated death with Kalimvor.
Yo, this guy's super a vampire. I'm sorry to like shatter your assumption.
Do I recognize this person?
Oh yeah, you fucking do.
Oh my fucking god. I am going to whisper under my breath. Quinn, come over here.
She'll move over. Look very concerned.
I'm pretty sure that's the guy that they're talking about. Yeah, so before I met you guys in the mist, upon getting these tokens of summons, you remember that book I told you that the Sarah, the orphan girl that I knew, really did not want to give up?
Yes.
It was quite peculiar. He seemed to be a moving picture on the cover of that book. This seems to be all about an individual. And Poppy did just say he's a vampire. I'm pretty sure you can't kill things normally if it's a vampire. And Kaz is his summon.
Well, I would
Oh, not just Kazflax.
Oh, you got me fucked.
You
So-
picked the Grim Reaper token, did you not?
Did he hear me, or is this you speaking?
Oh yeah, he
Who's
can hear
speaking
you.
right now?
Strahd's
speaking to
he's
me.
looking right at you.
Oh fuck my life. What's up?
What was that?
What's up,
Was that a
dude?
good slip of the tongue? Strahd's looking right at
Hey,
us.
man,
Great.
it's been a while.
so with the individual looking at Kaz and saying like the whole mentioning of like having his token, Kaz would take it out, and upon hearing like this kind of back and forth banter and words being thrown around, just be like, "Are you an undead?"
Aren't we all a little inside already dead?
Wow, just use your divine sense.
I mean,
fuck asking people things.
I mean, it's kind of like my first nature thing is to
No,
ask.
totally.
Because I just trust people. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
You're not answering my question though.
And you haven't. Here I am holding this invitation, and being nothing but courteous, and you're being rude by not taking the letter.
My apologies. You do have a point. You do seem like a trustworthy person. Of course, I will take the letter.
And as he passes you the letter, and now that you have been so kind, I will answer your question. I am Lord Strahd von Zerovich, master of this domain, and technically, yes, I am undead. He smiles, and there's vampire fangs.
Kaz is just gonna. There's gonna almost like have this like different shift in the air about, almost like this like palpable aura that's just gonna kind of like seep out of Kaz. It's just gonna have this fury, and he's just gonna be looking at Strahd and just call him out as an abomination.
Well, that's rude.
Good. It's not meant to be a compliment.
Interesting. I wonder how your comrade, who is quite clearly an abomination of a half devil, feels about
Whoa
that.
now.
Regardless, invitation has been given, and I am no longer necessary. And he just starts walking down the road. I'll see you all later, I'm sure.
What a helpful chap. There are no inns in this town. I'll close
That
the
guy
door.
creeps me out. He heard me.
What is
I was clearly whispering.
if you said that's got like a kind of like a wax seal or something like that that's kind of binding it.
Yes.
So if I break it open and look at the contents.
1 second. Why I decided to stick 2 sunflower seeds in my mouth, I'll never know. I don't remember what page it's on. Nope. It's one of these.
Quinn, I can see why they call him a vampire. He heard us talking. Damn.
Vampire is just a state of mind. It's fine.
It's just a state of mind. Same theory must apply to being old and unhelpful.
Indeed, it is a state of mind.
Right. I forgot it's in fucking handwriting.
Yay.
No, that's the wrong letter. This is Koyana's letter. My friends, know that it is I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you come to my castle so that we can meet in a civilized discussion. I await your arrival. Your lord, Strahd von Zarovich.
What a helpful chap.
Oh, he
I
can
have a
wait until
drawer
the
for
morning.
letters like that over there. You'd like to put that somewhere.
Is this not the first time a letter like this has been given by him?
I receive invitations every once in a while. Please come help my child. My cow has cowpox.
And oh, my son died. I need to give him his
Could you
final
please?
rites.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But I mean more so from Strahd specifically.
In the interest of full disclosure, this won't have been the first time I've encountered the man.
That's using the term loosely.
Indeed, the monster, literal and metaphorical.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll hand the letter to Poppy to place it where he places all of his other letters.
Just a drawer in the kitchen.
Oh, I thought you would put it in the fire.
I like to keep all my letters in case I need to reply to one of them.
In the kitchen / bedroom / bathroom.
Yeah, in the room.
Yeah, got it. Well, I would assume it's probably about time to head to bed and get cracking away in the morning.
Indeed. I usually sleep on my rocking chair, and I do have a spare bedroll if some amongst you didn't bring one. But other than that, it's the floor or the kitchen table. And we can kick out the patient. He's well on his way to healing. Or dying.
One of the two.
Really?
I'm not gonna die, am I?
Oh, no, no. I give him 50-50.
Well, I'll just take a I'll just take a spot on the floor. I've got my own things to cozy up.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit right where the dining room table is, read my book to fall asleep.
Everyone goes to sleep.
Yeah, Quinn will take out her cloaks and kind of makeshift blankets and stuff.
Good.
Is that in character? Do we hear that?
Yes.
Fuck's sake.
Yes, you hear that.
We all hear that. Oh boy.
You hear it because Strahd's in the room. Nah.
I
Um,
was gonna say, jeez. Come on, man.
Quinn, what are your dreams normally like?
Kind of
What?
traumatizing, I would say, if when she remembers them.
Excellent. Because this dream is the exact opposite of that.
You have a
It's-
pleasant dream.
It's nice and warm as your. It's a summer evening. You're in a cemetery, but it's not like when people go to a cemetery, they get sad and mournful. Where you're at peace and it's comforting. And there is a woman walking around with black dress and a long veil behind her made of raven's feathers. Hello.
Hello.
Interesting.
Why are you here?
Oh. Well, you picked my symbol, and I felt that it was time to meet you. You are a little bit of a mystery. That's why I picked you. And I'm glad I did.
Oh.
Yes. Because maybe once this is all over, I'll take you to Shadowfell. And I do believe that, no offense to, no offense to Marduk and Draven, and we even let Xanathar pick a champion. That was an interesting time. But I looked at all of them fail, and sometimes it just takes a dark entity to defeat another dark entity. Don't disappoint me. But, of course, I have one tiny little advantage. And she hands you, it's like a piece of paper, but it's like a black cardboard cutout piece of paper. It's kind of what it resembles. Hold out your hand.
She puts her hand out.
And she just puts it down onto your hand, and it tattoos into your hand.
Does it like burn or anything?
Uh, it stings for like half a second.
Okay. She'll kind of wince, but how will this help me?
Well, vampires aren't the only ones who can cheat Death Fury. You can too now. Just once, maybe more. Depends on how many risks you're willing to take.
Okay. I will try not to disappoint you.
I have faith that you won't. But now, of course, back to your regularly scheduled programming. And you fall into a pit as the ground swallows you up, and you start dreaming your normal nightmares.
Alrighty.
Everybody wakes up at 6 a.m. like they should.
Ah, I see. We are playing a fantasy game after all.
Yeah, we got 8 hours of sleep. Wild.
Bed
And
before 10, up at 6. Wow.
wow. And Quinn, you have a raven symbol tattooed onto your hand.
She's like staring at it for about a minute when she wakes up. But then she starts she takes out some like ground, like, I don't even know if beans, but they're just coffee beans, and she grounds them up and makes herself a pot of coffee on the. She tries to find a pot. I don't know if there's a pot anywhere. In your.
Is there a coffee pot there, Poppy?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, she'll make a cup for herself and look around to see if anyone wants any.
Why, thank you. And get up, put my stuff away, take it, and just start drinking it. Still trying to wake up.
Kaz will do his usual morning ritual of just finds, like, you know, obviously as private as it can be in this one room little hut. Goes off into a corner, facing into it. He's clutching his pendant. And is just doing some morning prayers to Kambor.
Excellent.
Poppy just nibbles on a good berry in the morning. They are tasteless and nutritious. He's gonna die when he tastes real food.
I was gonna say, Cat just shaking his head in the corner.
Would you like one?
Are you talking to Kaz?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Kaz is completely unaware because he is facing in the corner.
Right. Totally.
Chico just gets up, runs over, snatches it out of his hand, just shoves it in his mouth.
What a friendly cat.
I say, I'll ask because of the fact that we would have seen Chico, I assume. What exactly is Chico?
Oh, Chico, he's my quasi, he's my companion. I can have him take many forms to my liking.
What does Chico look like right now?
He's just his base form. He's not shapeshift into a bat or anything like that.
Gotcha. Kaz will finish his prayers and join up with everybody, and he'll nibble on a good berry or two.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you asking me what a quasit is?
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, he's a demon. He's a tiny fiend.
Like a tiny little
He stands on two feet. He has 2 arms. He's
They're kind of cute.
he's very tiny stature with horns.
Gotcha. This looks like a little mini devil.
Surprisingly, his face is actually kind of cheery right now, and that berry seemed to have pleased him.
Ah, yes, the tasteless berry tasted good.
Very nutritious.
I don't know if it tasted good.
They're from a spell, and you're allowed to change the
Delicious.
the non-crunch factors of your spell.
His abyssal mouth taste. I don't know, dude.
So you can affect the texture of the good berries?
Yeah. Like, you can make your magic missile look like whatever. You can make your eldritch blast look like whatever. I figure, why not make your good berries taste like whatever?
So you made them tasteless.
They taste
I mean,
like nothing.
It seems like the safest bet rather than making it taste like something that someone could not like, I guess. You see, that's
Why
my
would you
secret.
want to taste anything?
That's how you know I'm a good cook. If it tastes like chicken, then you know it's good.
As someone that didn't taste anything when she had COVID, I don't recommend. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Quinn will like continue sipping on her coffee, and she'll look to Kaz and offer him some if he wants any.
Kaz will take a cup, I guess, if there are cups.
Yeah, assuming.
Assuming that we're not
Yep.
just using our hands as cups in this little hut.
Totally.
So,
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, so where exactly is this abbey?
Oh, you must have seen it when we came into town. It's up on the hill.
Would you like to take a look-sees?
Well, I'd say it's I guess the next thing on our to-do list here. Something for you all to understand. That's now that I've learned that this Strahd abomination is one that we need to kill. I have a little bit of an extra bit of motivation, so to speak, to take care of it.
Indeed.
Was that another
Piss
one
off,
of those
Strahd.
chuckles that you could hear?
Just you.
There's that voice in the sky again.
It's just you who's hearing it.
It's
Were
just
you talking to me?
it is just so Kaz does hear, but he's the only one, or at least he's not aware that he's the only one, but he does actually hear it. He just kind of Kaz just kind of like looks around with disdain.
So, what is your guys' plan of attack?
I say we head to the abbey.
Indeed. I'll ready the cart.
Yeah, I said I third the.
I would like to speak to whoever I need to figure out how to help out with the animals and stuff. Maybe I can pass on today, but we can
Just
go to the Abbey
know
instead.
for the future.
Yeah.
Well, that's something we could do before we leave. Surely.
You guys
I'm
are
fine
okay with that?
I'm fine with that. I wanted to
I'm
know
cool
how
with
to
that.
help out as well.
Well, so you're taking them to the burgomaster's cottage?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. The building closest to the outer gate is the burgomaster's cottage, the largest building in town, but it is still a modest dwelling. Now, sadly, beside the house, there is a small makeshift grave area with 4 crosses as you pass around the road into like where the burgomaster's house would be, like the door. Sorry,
Do they have any sort of labels, or are they just like general? Like
they have names.
they do have names. What do they say?
Um, the last of their 4 children, Ilya, died at the age of 14, and then there's Dmitri Jr. and Maratov and Barry.
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 Ilya, Dimitri, and Barry.
I was waiting for it to be Bob.
The oldest one Dimitri Jr. died at the age of 22.
Such a loss for the town.
These are all his kids.
Quite young.
Oh, sorry, I'm addressing that to Poppy.
Oh yes, yes.